While cooking with cast iron might seem overwhelming, it's heavy, you might never have learned how to use it. Once you understand the basics of how to cook with cast iron, I think you'll pretty much be a convert. I wanted to try it out and I bought one piece and now I have 4 pieces and my stainless steel cookware barely sees the light of day. So I'm gonna show you some amazing, easy tips on how to use and get sort of acclimatized to cast iron so that you can start cooking with it as well. One of the reasons I love using cast iron as opposed to stainless steel, particularly for frying, is because this is essentially non-stick without it being a non-stick piece of cookware. It's a lot more durable and it works really well, and here's why. These have a patina on them that's developed over years as you cook on it. Basically, the cast iron surface absorbs food and oil, and it essentially creates this lubricating barrier between the cast iron and your food, which essentially makes it non-stick. That is called seasoning, and over time you might have to re-season your pot or pan if it isn't pre-seasoned. Mine is a Le Creuset, so it is pre-seasoned when you buy it from the store. If you have to season your pan, I will leave you a link down below that you can click on and learn how to do it. But between uses, you can easily and very quickly maintain the seasoning by warming up your pan slightly, adding a little bit of vegetable oil, and then taking a paper towel, wiping that vegetable oil around and absorbing all of it back into the paper towel. So you've essentially put a very thin layer of oil onto the pan. You let that absorb and dry, boom, your pan is re-seasoned. When you are planning on using your cast iron pan, it's important to remember to preheat it about 10 minutes before you actually plan on using it. It does take longer to heat up than a regular stainless steel pan, but it's well worth the extra effort. On a stainless steel pan, you might get hot spots depending on where the pan is situated on the burner. Cast iron conducts heat a lot better, so you get even heat distribution across the entire pan, which means it's gonna cook your food so much better. Now, you can see my pan is smoking a little bit. That's a good sign. It means it's ready. You can also test if it's ready by just gently holding your hand over the pan, and if it feels hot, you know it's ready. You can also drop a little bit of water, and if it fizzles on contact, your pan is hot enough to use. When it comes to how hot to heat your pan, you don't want to go any higher than medium heat. You can see, I mean, this pan is smoking already. It's at medium heat. It's gonna do what I need it to do. Even searing meat, no problem at this level. The reason you don't want to go higher is because you can actually start warping the pan and effectively ruining it. If you ever notice that some pans are wobbly, it's because they've been warped, and you don't want that happening with this pan. Also, if you crank it to a super high heat, it will not be so great for your food. If you're new to cast iron cooking, this is going to become your BFF. When you watch cooking shows, you might see sometimes that the professional chefs grab a kitchen towel and they grab the handle with that kitchen towel. It's for good reason. This being cast iron, it heats all the way tip to tip. This material is all one and the same, which means this is gonna get as hot as this, especially if you go from stovetop into oven. You've really got to be careful. So a good habit to get into is having this in one hand, your cooking utensil in the other, and this is your move so you don't burn your hand. I made another video on how to clean and care for your cast iron on our other YouTube channel, Clean My Space. I will link that video down below along with any other related cast iron videos that I think you might find interesting. Let me know in the comments down below if you have any cast iron cooking tips. I love cooking with cast iron. You guys who are watching probably love cooking with cast iron too, so let's share the cast iron wealth. If you're interested to see what I'm up to during the rest of the week, you can follow me on Instagram. I am at Melissa Maker. You can also subscribe to this channel by clicking or tapping the link or button down there. Occasionally we upload videos when we get a chance, but trust me, we'd love to do more. Thanks so much for watching this video. I hope it has encouraged you to use cast iron, and I'll see you next time.